Let's do some trading with Scott Bauer. He's the CEO of Prosper Trading Academy. Scott, Costco's had a great run. It's plateaued a slight little amount here over the last month. Some of the momentum has slowed. Is that an opportunity to pick up a big winner or a sign that it's running out of steam?
Well, I'm going to try and summarize everything that Michael said, which was all spot on in 2 words: cautiously optimistic. And no,
the ultimate cop-out phrase, Scott.
You know, I never cop out here. I'm cautiously optimistic. I put my money where my mouth is, and I do spend a lot at Costco, and that's not because I'm hoarding. But in terms of the technicals, in terms of the fundamentals here, you know, what Michael said is true. It has kind of plateaued a little bit. Their ongoing revenue from membership is unbelievable. It's off the charts, but we're seeing that slow a little bit here. So what I'm doing, Oliver, I'm going out a few weeks here. I'm going out to December 31st options, last day of the year, and I'm just selling a simple put spread. I'm selling the 365, 360 put spread, you know, about $10 or so below the market here. The reason I'm choosing those strikes is because my break even is 363.5 on this. If the stock moves down to that area, I want to buy the stock there anyway. Okay, so I'm willing to sell this put spread, take ownership if the stock does move down there. And this is really like I said, it really is a cautiously optimistic sort of trade, because if I was uber bullish, if I was ultra bullish, I'd probably just, you know, buy some call spreads or something to the upside. So what I'm really looking at here is that there's less of a downside move, in my opinion, in Costco, and you know, or the likelihood of a downside move, and that's why I'm willing to sell this put spread with defined risk.
Okay, so you are selling. You're saying, okay, this thing's not going to collapse. It's not going to get slammed. It's Costco, for crying out loud, okay? $10 down from here is pretty much the range that you're giving. It may not sound like a lot, but it would be. If we drop down to 363 where the trade starts to go against you, that's a pretty notable drop for Costco. It'd be the lowest since the first week of November, and that would happen after a big leg down right after the vaccine news. Some of these quarantine plays got hit. Costco had a big red candle that day, but since then that low was at 355. So you'd really have to get a powerful move to go beyond that. It basically would have to be similar to that big sell-off that we got.
Yeah, no doubt. And that's also one of the reasons why I'm giving this trade a little bit of time, you know, a little bit over 2 weeks time here, is because we might get an overreaction on the earnings print here. But I truly believe that, you know, the stock will settle in. I'm definitely bullish on the stock longer term. I think it's going to hit 400 plus. I just don't know if it's going to do that on the earnings print here. But again, the rationale for me, Oliver, is if the stock does move down to that area, you know, 363-ish or so, I want to be long the stock there anyway. So I'm willing to sell a put spread and collect some expensive premium.
Okay. Scott Bauer, good stuff. Thanks for the trade. Always good to see the way you're approaching the market here. CEO of Prosper Trading Academy, not backing away from a directional trade. When we come back, let's go